And here with us is NewsNation senior national security contributor and retired Air Force Lieutenant General Richard Newton. General, good morning. Thanks. Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming on.
Good morning, Hena. A busy Saturday morning indeed.
I have to ask, sir, what's your reaction to last night's firing, especially to CQ Brown? It happened around 9 p.m. Eastern time. It happened pretty late Friday night.
Well, shock and awe going through the Pentagon right now. I know General CQ Brown. I've known him for years. He is an extraordinary man. I know him both personally and professionally. He is America's top warrior, has, again, exquisite leadership skills, combat experience, has effectively led the United States Air Force as the Chief of Staff and now as a Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And so this is, frankly, this is disappointing. Again, I believe CQ Brown has led brilliantly as the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and I would have anticipated him to continue to do so to serve his country. But the president, you serve at the behest of the President of the United States, and therefore that's what we're seeing playing out here. It's disappointing in my view, but now to pick up the pieces and move on. This will be a shock to the Pentagon for a significant amount of time.
General, talk to me about Lieutenant General Dan Caine. Of course, that's the man picked to succeed General Brown as chairman. We know he is also well-respected like you and a retired three-star Air Force general. What else do we know about him?
Well, General Caine is indeed. He just retired back in December. He also has a very strong background. Principally comes out of the National Guard, like General Brown. He's an F-16 pilot. But this is unprecedented in pulling a retired general officer up to be chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and nonetheless a three-star up to be now the senior leading military leader to the four-star ranks and chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He'll have to go through the nominative process to the U.S. Senate and so forth, but this is, again, his plate's going to be very full once he presumably is confirmed by the Senate, then becomes the chairman. He does have a lot of combat experience. He has a lot of experience in Washington, D.C. He served as the associate director of the Central Intelligence Agency. That's a senior military position at the three-star ranks before he retired in December. But this is unprecedented, and he's got very big shoes to fill, frankly.
The ranking member of the Senate Armed Services Committee saying of these firings, he said this, quote, "They're part of a broader premeditated campaign by President Trump and Secretary Hegseth to purge talented officers for politically charged reasons." Now, you mentioned this is disappointing news, at least the firing of CQ Brown. But do you agree with this statement, General?
I'm very concerned about the politicization of our senior military ranks. There should be no litmus test politically. This is very dangerous territory. We're entering at a slippery slope. You nominate and you have confirmed by the Senate senior leaders in the military. I went through that process twice in Bush administration, also in the Obama administration. It was an apolitical process when I was confirmed. You want our senior leaders based on their leadership, based on their integrity, based on their performance, based on their willingness and abilities and the faithfulness to follow, orders, lawful orders, and to provide that best military advice to the president, period, dot. Any aspect at all of politicization or reasons for political reasons to bring someone into the senior military ranks, I would be very cautionary about that, and I'd be very concerned. And I'm sure, Hena, when Dan Caine comes up for nomination and he goes through confirmation hearings, that'll be a very key aspect of his confirmation hearings moving forward.
And aside from all that, General, I have to ask you about the Defense Department saying more than 5,400 workers will be laid off starting next week. Your thoughts on that, and of course the other defense cuts we're seeing?
Well, the Department of Defense is the largest employer of civilian workforce in the federal government, point one. Secondly, the 5,400 civilian who have been targeted at this point, these are principally probationary civilian employees, those who have just been recently hired. There will be more cuts. I think it's always healthy to go through and look at your civilian workforce and maybe to some degree your military workforce as well, to make sure that we've got the right people in the right positions serving this country, especially in the Department of Defense. There will be more cuts to follow, obviously, with Elon Musk's-led DOGE effort. I don't think that should surprise anyone, but it ought to be done in a painstakingly manner that looks at every position in the Department of Defense. And apparently these first 5,400 positions, these people who have just been recently hired, are, again, going to be furloughed or terminated at this point. I would let really look at the position as well as look at the person that we anticipate on letting go.
Yeah, I think that's very good advice. Retired Air Force Lieutenant General Richard Newton, we always appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Hannah.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.